Buried in debt and emotionally drained? Before you give up, try these 12 unexpected ways to take control of your money, even when it feels impossible. Hey ladies, if you're over 45, drowning in bills and wondering, how did I even get here? How did I end up here? You're not alone, and you definitely are not a failure. Today's video is for every woman who is trying to manage her money while already in debt and running on empty. I've been there and I'm still on a journey with you. I'm Dion of Dee-Lightful Wealth Creation. I paid off $60,000 in debt and I've made mistakes along the way. But this channel is your safe space to go from feeling financially overwhelmed to financially stable and ultimately financially free. Let's dive into 12 ways to manage your money even when debt feels heavy and your energy is low. Create money zones, not budgets. Let's forget the strict budget line for just a second, especially if you're feeling overwhelmed. Try this instead. Create 3 money zones. So zone 1, that's the must pays. You must pay your rent. You must pay for food. You must pay for medication. These are things that keep you safe and alive. And then money zone 2, this is your movement money. Anything that helps you move forward financially, like reducing your debt, even if it's to save $10 or pay for a class, anything that will help you move forward in life. And finally, zone 3, this is the pause and review zone. This is where you're going to review your subscriptions, your takeouts, all your non-essentials, and I want you to review it monthly. This goal is to spend intentionally, not perfectly. So this method gives you flexibility and control. And these are the 2 things that you need when you're feeling overwhelmed. You don't need to be perfect with your money. You just need a plan that works for you, something that you definitely can stick with. Next, I want you to name your dollars with emotion. And yes, that sounds a little weird, but just hear me out. When you're in debt and your money is stretched thin, money feels very cold. It's like just numbers on a screen that disconnect from you. So instead, give your money a mission. Call your emergency fund your My Peace Fund. Call your grocery line your nourishment. And then rename your rent in your banking app as My Safe Space. It shifts your thinking from lack to purpose. Don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on the blessings that you do currently have. You're not just paying bills, you're taking care of yourself, and that matters. Try a reverse budget day. Most budgets start with your income and then you just eliminate your expenses, and then if there's anything left over, you try to figure out what to do with it. Let's flip that. Pick one day this week and try it as a reverse budget day. And on that day, I want you to ask yourself, what is the one financial move I can make today that brings peace? Maybe it's putting an extra $5 on a debt. Maybe it's canceling a subscription. Or maybe it's calling a bill provider to ask for a hardship plan. And then I want you to celebrate it. This one move is success. That one move, it matters, it counts. You're building financial momentum in reverse by acting instead of just planning. Borrow systems, not just ideas. Sometimes we hear advice and we think, I can't do that. Instead, borrow the system behind the advice and then adapt it. For example, someone may say to you to use cash envelopes to help you save or to manage your money, but you hate carrying cash. You could turn around and use it as a digital envelope. You can use a digital wallet, or you can open up a bank account with a bank that offers buckets. So that same bank account can have 4 to 5 different buckets, and you can label that as your cash envelopes and have specific intentional roles and purpose for the money that you put there. Create an emotional safety net. Managing money while you're in debt is not just hard financially, it is emotionally draining. So let's build what I call an emotional safety net. Here's how. You're going to write yourself a money love letter. Remind yourself you're trying, you're learning, you're still worthy even though you're in debt. Make a short victory list, 3 to 5 financial wins that you've had, even if it's tiny ones. You need to motivate yourself and show that you are able and capable of doing this. And then pick a money anchor phrase or some kind of affirmation or scripture that you can hold on to that will help keep you encouraged. Print it out, put it on your refrigerator, put it in your sun visor in your car, put it a message on the screen of your phone. So you're constantly reminding yourself that you are worthy, you are capable, you've got this. It may sound simple, but emotional resilience is just as important as dollars and cents. Number 6, build a micro stream of income. I call it the $40 fix. You don't need to launch a business tomorrow, but one creative, fun challenge is to try to figure out how you can come up with $40 this week. Think of something that is light and very doable. So here's a couple of out of the box ideas. Offer to organize somebody's paperwork digitally or their digital photos. Set up and sell simple meal prep plans using AI or Canva and sell that digitally. Call your friends and tell them what you've created and see if they're interested in getting that. Be a waiting in line stand-in for someone using TaskRabbit. The goal isn't just money, it's momentum. And once you've done this once, it'll get easier and you'll come up with more creative ideas to come up with a quick $40. Create a permission to pause fund. Instead of calling it an emergency fund, which can feel heavy and out of reach, start a permission to pause fund, even if it's just $20 to begin. This tiny fund, it is not for emergencies. It is not for disasters. It's for a moment to rest. Trying to manage your money and pay off debt when you're struggling can be stressful. But if you have that $20 set aside, you now can take a break from doing side hustles. You could take that $20 and go buy the nice coffee or the treat that you like and sit out and pause and breathe for a moment. It's a day without financial guilt. Why does this pause fund help? When you're in survival mode, you need moments of rest built into your plan. This pause fund helps you to prevent burnout. It reminds you that you deserve peace, even while you're fixing the problems that you have. Do a micro audit with your eyes this week. Instead of trying to overhaul your entire budget, which can feel overwhelming and paralyzing at times, do a 15-minute micro audit. Focus on just one theme for the week. So here's an example. Like week 1 could be, I'm only going to focus on my streaming and subscriptions this week. Week 2, I'm going to focus on my food and snacks, whether it's outside or inside the house, which one is more cost effective. And week 3, how about focusing on my phone usage and my data usage? Ask yourself, what am I actually really using and what still serves me today? It's not about cutting everything ruthlessly. It's about bringing your current spending into alignment with your current life. Use account pairing to stay in control. So if when you get paid, your money disappears pretty quickly, this trick can help you stay grounded. So open a second checking account or digital wallet. And then when you get paid, immediately transfer 1 to 2 categories of spending there, such as your groceries or gas. Those are essentials. So this separates your essential spending from your bill paying account. Why does this trick help you? This is like mentally labeling your envelopes without using cash. It keeps spending clean, it reduces temptation, and it also gives you a visual of what's actually available. It'll keep you from overspending and being short on things that you need. Create a debt replay plan for peace of mind. When you feel overwhelmed by debt, it's easy to avoid looking at it. Instead of only focusing on how much you owe, make a debt replay plan, a creative visual plan that will show you what your life will look like when that debt is gone, what emotional and physical relief will come in when it's gone, and what you'll definitely want to do differently once it's gone, and how you will celebrate it. You can write this out, you can make a vision board, you can record a short voice video note to yourself. This isn't a payoff plan, it's a reframe plan to help you fall in love with your future and to help you stay motivated so you know what you're working towards. 11, find your financial triggers and then write new scripts. So often it's not the numbers that keep you stuck, it's the emotional habits behind them. So ask yourself, what are the situations that make me spend emotionally? And then what thoughts trigger guilt or shame? Then write a new script that you can say out loud when these moments arise. For example, when it deals with your trigger, like I blew my budget again, the new script would be, I had a human moment, now I'll make a strong choice. This creates emotional awareness without judgment, which is a superpower when climbing out of debt. Use the 3-3-3 focus plan for progress without burnout. Overwhelm happens when you try to fix everything all at once. You need to do it in little increments. So instead, use the 3-3-3 rule for your money goals. So use 3 days. What can I do in the next 3 days to improve my finances? One tiny win. And then 3 weeks. What's one thing I can commit to doing or learning in the next 3 weeks? And then finally, 3 months. What do I want to say I've accomplished at the end of 90 days? This method keeps your focus clear, time bound, and is flexible. It creates hope, and there's not much pressure with it. Listen, debt is real and overwhelm is real, but so are you. So you are wise, powerful, and still full of potential. If this video encouraged you today, please give it a like, subscribe, and share it with other fabulous women like yourself who can benefit from these hopeful tips. Drop a comment in the description below and tell me which out of the 12 ideas that were suggested that you're going to give a try this week. And if you have some other tips of your own, please share it in the community so we all can benefit. Until next time, remember, you are not your money mistakes. You are a woman who is learning how to rise, and I'm walking this journey with you. Take care.